So with everything that's been going on, you kind of have to start doing a few things yourself. And this time I have an all-in-one groomer. Basically, I needed a haircut, and I decided to pick one of these up. I just got it locally at a CVS store. You can find it all over the place, but I think ordering from Amazon is just probably gonna take a while. I don't have Prime or anything like that, so they usually take a week at least. And with everything, like I said, with everything that's going on now, it's probably gonna take maybe an extra couple of days, or who knows. But here we got the Phillips Oracle. This one has 18 pieces, and I already took it out. I already got a haircut. I already used it, so I'm just gonna really quickly go over the whole trimmer. And as you can see, the specs or everything's on here, but the main reason I got it is because this one has a 3-hour runtime. There was another one, I forget what brand it was, that was cheaper, but it only had a 60-minute runtime. So that's the main reason I went with these, and it had more pieces. But later on I found out that you don't really need that many pieces, because if you just need a haircut, you're not gonna be using the beard, the nose, or the body guards. This is for like shaving your body, I guess. I don't know. So let's take a quick look in here. Like I said, I already opened it, so it should go pretty quick. Before I do that, here's the back. That's the side here. And later on I found that this is a pretty good feature on it, that you can use it corded or cordless. So there's no mount for it, or a charging station that you have. You automatically just plug it in, and you'll be able to just use it. So in case the battery ever does go bad, you can still use it if you just plug it in. So that's the cool part. The bad thing here is everything's loose. I already put everything in the bag, so it should be fine here, but don't take it out that way or you'll drop everything here. So looking at this is a precision trimmer right here. It's a very small, for like your sideburns, I guess, and areas that are a little harder to reach. I have not used that one. This is an extra wide trimmer. Actually, this is not the extra. What is it? Let me see. This is the extra wide. I put it back. This is the one that was on here when I got it. Now, for the hair, for getting a haircut, you're gonna just use this one, because all the adapters do not fit the small one. So just so you know, I didn't know that until I found out later on. So, and then we got the nose trimmer. You have a nose trimmer. Actually, this works pretty well for, I don't use it for nose, but mainly for like ear hairs that you get. Well, you can use it for either one, but just make sure you clean it every time. That's what that looks like inside. So this doesn't come apart. And you have a couple of colors here. So this is the gray ones. You have two grades. You have what I'm trying to say here is that you have two different grays. You have a light grade and a dark grade, and these are for beard and stubble guards. Then you have the green ones, which are these, and these are for the body. So you can see it says body 5mm on there. These are all ABS. I don't know if you can tell there, but they're all made out of ABS. And these ones are for the head and guards. Not the head and guards, it's the head guard, sorry. And these are labeled. This is a 9mm here. Again, ABS. Took me a moment to figure out what goes where, because I haven't done this forever. I think I've only cut my hair once in my whole lifetime. But like I said, due to everything that's going on, you kind of have to figure something out, since you can't go get a haircut anymore, at least not for a while. This is the manual that I have. I definitely recommend you look at it, because you do get a lot of good info in here. I'm not gonna go, it's kind of hard to put it on the camera, so I'm just gonna sort of show you that picture there. Here's all the info, everything you get on that one there. And here is the reference pictures that you get with the instructions, and they're pretty helpful. The main thing here is, or the main thing to know, is the charging, because when you get it, it's not going to be charged. It doesn't even have a charge. And so you have to charge it for an hour, and then that'll give you about 3 hours according to their specs. But it did pretty well. Over, I think it took me over 45 minutes just to get my haircut, because it was kind of long. And I can say that the battery definitely was good. One thing I need to mention on this is that it is not waterproof, so do not put this under the sink. They even tell you that in the manual. This is how you remove these. As you can see, you get water in there and it's going to be toast. So the manual tells you not to do that. On these, I just brush them off. I didn't wash them because there's a little bit of grease on here too, if you can see there, for that part that moves. As you can see, this is still the same charge I had. So there you have it. So this goes, it moves this way, like that, as you can see here. So very basic, and then you have to put the back end first on the bottom there, and then just it snaps on there from the sides. The side clips on here, so nothing to it. The other, even here they have a sticker that tells you, let me see, I got the glare of the light here, so I'm having a hard time seeing the screen. Not to put it on the faucet, so whatever you do, don't put water on this or clean it with water, because you'll ruin it. I noticed some of the reviews on Amazon had that problem, that they said stop working, and I think that's where they went into a problem. I did everything dry. I had nothing, my hair was dry and everything went fine. I just dusted those. Like I said, I didn't put water, and still working fine. Okay, so that's that. And then here's the other stuff you get. So you get a bag. It's kind of, it's a cheapy bag, but it works nonetheless. And then here's your other handout that you get and their website and registration in different languages. So that's that. And here's where we got the different pieces. So let me kind of gather them up. Here's the cord. So it's a Phillips cord, and the other side is actually a proprietary. You can see, let me see if the camera will catch that. It is proprietary, but the good thing is that it does, once you plug it in, it stays on pretty well, but it's not a very soft wire. As you can see, it's kind of stiff. So it is what it is. You get a little brush, and here's the other tag they have telling you not to put it under the faucet. So there's that. There's that. And let me see here. I think these two are the sides, and these are those. So this is here. These are the body, and that's for that. So let me see. This is what you do get. These gray ones are for the beard, the body, and all the black ones are for the hair if you want to get a haircut. Try to see if the background is gonna get it. I know it's black on black, so I apologize, but I'll pick him up right now. So the biggest one for the hair is 16 millimeters. If you're used to the 1, 2, or 3, forget it. This is our metric, but it doesn't matter. You just start with the longest one depending on your hair, which is what I did. I just started with this one, and then I took the next one down, which was the 12 millimeters right here, and that was it for me. I just used those two. My hair is pretty short now with just those two. And then you got 9 millimeter here, and it's nice that they stamped them on there. And this is a 4. So if my hair is pretty short, with just these two, these are gonna be like almost too short, almost bald, if you will. So that's plenty enough. I mean, my hair was pretty long, so for me, it actually did work. It just took longer. These are the other ones for the left and right sides. You may or may not need to use those, but the only thing on these is that you're not gonna have a label on them. There's no label. Even though there's no label, after using it, it's kind of very easy to figure out, because once it's on there and your head's here, so you're gonna use this on your right ear. The smaller part goes to the lower part of your ear, obviously. And if you go the other way, from the front to the back, you can use this one. Just keep the lower part on the shortest part on the lower side of the ear. So it's pretty much easy to figure out, and the manual also tells you that. So there's no actual number on it. That's the only thing that I noticed. Kind of would have been nice if there was, because these are, I think, yeah, this is definitely smaller than that. So you're looking at, let me see, does this look similar? It kind of looks similar, but I think it might be this one. It's kind of, it's in between these two. So you got a 4 millimeters and a 9 millimeters. So that could be a 6 or 7 millimeters, somewhere on there. And so that's kind of a good thing, and it may be a downside if you only have 4 for the hair. So you don't get a lot of choices. And when I first saw this, I saw a lot of different pieces like this, and I thought, cool, I get extra pieces, but I don't even have a beard or use for these, because I just don't, I usually do a clean shave and that's it, and then the only thing I needed was a haircut. So if you're looking for a haircut, you may want to look at something that has maybe more variety of the actual hair cutters. It's just something to note, because I wasn't sure what to get, since I had an old one, but who knows where that is now. But the only thing to note, obviously, is that it is not waterproof. The battery definitely lasted quite a bit. And another thing I didn't think about was how light this is. So it's not as heavy as the old ones that you're used to. Sure, it's not a heavy duty one you're going to be using every day, but for occasional once a month use, maybe, it worked great. Even using this, I didn't get tired at all after almost an hour of doing that. Yeah, my skin got sore just because of these, so you gotta be careful with that. But it just takes a little practice, and watch a couple YouTube videos, and I was good to go. And the second time around, it was a lot easier because I had that, and you kind of learn a little more on how to do it, and it is doable. You can do it yourself. So I may end up just doing that from now on. Let's see. Other than that, I know they have another one that's like a 5-hour battery with. It came with a like a holder or some type. Of course, I didn't realize they had that until I checked Amazon after I had already bought it. So that was that. And if you look at these are actually really nice. Oh, that's the other thing I noticed when I was trying to cut like on my skin on the back, and just to do the back of the neck and stuff. I found these were not cutting too well. Maybe because I was sweating, I don't know, but I just found them not to cut too well on the skin, and that was just my experience with these. After it dry, I think it worked better after after I was dry on my neck. And so that's, I think, one of the keys. Make sure that your skin is dry, that you don't have any water around you, or else they have a little bit of a hard time cutting. So other than that, with the dry hair, they went fine though. But I think that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll post a picture of the haircut, and that's about it. I mean, I did a whole video of me cutting myself, cutting my haircut, but cutting my hair. But it's just too long, so I'm not even gonna bother putting that up. But I did want to cover this because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be in this boat, or a lot of men. So if you are, this is just one of a gazillion of trimmers that they have out there. And so I hope that helps.